Alright, we're back. And here we go with the Replay Boys. What is it? I have no clue. But we're gonna find out. But how is audio? Is it too loud? Pop it to start. Ooh, the music's kinda... kinda like the music. Yeah, get it. Alrighty. You're my soda pop. You're the soda pop. I'm gonna probably lower it. I'll put it as a out of 3. I'll take text animations on. Do we want... How is audio? Is that too low now? Okay, maybe I'll do everything at a 4. Okay, vibration off, screen shake, text animation. Alrighty. I don't know what this game is, but it's my style. Audio is too low. Okay. How about now? If we bump it to a 6. I like the music. 5's good? Okay, then I will put it at 5. Or 6 too. Okay, 6. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at 6 then. But yeah, let's get the Replay Boys started. Oh. From the producers at Sovereign Records comes the hottest band in the country. They have been dominating the charts all summer, and now they're coming to an arena near you. It's the Replay Boys. I don't think there's any voice acting in this game, so I'm going to be talking a lot. We have 21-year-old Jax, a part-time model, and the group dancer. Next up, the group's in-house producer and leader, we have Tyler. Nico is 19 and the group's main vocalist. And finally, Caleb. He has been stealing hearts ever since he was introduced as a new member to the group 3 months ago. Caleb likes milkshakes, walks on the beach, and is 17 just like you. You pause the video there as you catch a glimpse of acne that missed your first editing pass. Oh boy. It's on Caleb's chin, which is very realistic considering his age, but realism isn't what pays the bills around here. Hunched over your PC, you carefully blotted it out, frame by frame, with the blur tool. When your work is done, you play the clip over again. Caleb likes milkshakes, walks on the beach, and is 17, just like you. I'm not 17, but thanks. Okay, so this is Hannah. I'm assuming from what we just read, she is editing some type of video. The editing meshes against his skin perfectly. No signs of any distortion. Perfectly concealed. It's what you're being paid for after all. Sovereign Records is a pretty small company, but they have a standard of quality they want to reach with their boy group, the Replay Boys. And that standard includes flawless skin at all times. You work as their primary video editor, which means your job is mainly cutting, editing, and uploading videos of the band to their social media channels. It's an easy enough job to have, even if you feel like boy bands are a bit juvenile for you. Reverse harem? Maybe. Nothing wrong with that. You're happy making content that pays your bills, and their teen fans seem to get a kick out of your edits. All you have to do is remove their pores and add in squeaky sound effects whenever they act cute for the camera. I'm tired. You check the clock. It's midnight, which is normally way past your bedtime. But you have a day off tomorrow, which means you can sleep in once your edits are done. Cat! Cronut! Cronut, your sweet orange cat rubs up against your chair, leg with a throaty chirrup. Pet Cronut, do not pet Cronut. We will pet the Cronut. Absently, you lean down to pet Cronut. Oh, we got achievement. Good kitty. Pet Cronut. That's an achievement. Okay, whatever. You lean down to pet Cronut. She chirrups loudly and arcs her fluffy back against your fingers. You love Cronut. Cat. You suspect she is telling you to go to bed. You pick up Cronut and fall into bed across from your tiny IKEA desk. Not the IKEA desk. You normally didn't work this late, but you wanted to make sure your schedule was clear for tomorrow. It's your day off. The employees who work for Sovereign Records had a group dinner tonight, but you were excused from attending since you were on contract. You were a bit disappointed to miss it, but you didn't need a free dinner. Tomorrow is going to be great. Cat. I'm going to make waffles at 10 a.m. and I'll get fish for dinner. Special treat. Cat. You scratch Cronut behind the ear until your lids start to droop. You fall asleep effortlessly. Your text notification is going off. You blindly grab for it. Maggie is popping up on your screen with a million watts of light searing into your eyeballs. Hannah, wake up! Hannah! You sit up in bed, rubbing your eyes. What is it? Maggie is your closest friend at Sovereign Records. She works with the artists on the management team. The two of you had mostly bonded over your shared interest in video games and went out for brunch often. She often tries to get you to come to company events with her, but you always declined. You had a cat to take care of after all. If she is texting you at 5 a.m., something bad must have happened. Is everything okay? No, I'm sick. Can I call you? No, I'm barfing. Can't talk. Bad tapas at company dinner. Wow, I dodged a bullet by not going to tonight's party, huh? Shut up, this is an emergency. The Replay Boys have a concert tonight. The cogs are beginning to turn in your brain. You sit up in bed. Cronut immediately assumes it's time for breakfast and runs to the kitchen in the pitch blackness, screaming loudly down the hallway. Everyone is sick. All the managers. Everyone. We don't have anyone who can pick up the Replay Boys from their houses and drive them to the arena and manage them. Can you do it? You stare at your dark ceiling. This was supposed to be your day off. But the Replay Boys lost their entire management team in one fell swoop. 2 tapas. Please. Help the Replay Boys. Stay home with Cronut. How do I save? Okay. Advance, skip, jump to unread. View history, hide interface. Restart story. Jeez. Save game. What happens if we stay home with Cronut? Maggie, it's my day off. Yeah, but you can have another day off. I have like no qualification for artist management. Can't they just take a taxi to the arena? Anton wants Sovereign Records reps with them at all times. Why isn't Anton calling you then? Look, I'm not doing it. Sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Ugh, good night, Hannah. You flop back into bed. That was a close call. What will you do? Feed your daughter? Go back to sleep? Well, I guess we might as well feed the cat. Krona is still yowling down the hall, and you're a bit worried her dulcet tones will keep you from falling asleep. You pull yourself out of bed and drag yourself down to the kitchen. She paces in front of the fridge, expectantly as you get the can of wet food out. This isn't going to be a regular thing, okay? Cat. I'm just feeding you breakfast because I want to sleep in. I'm not ever going to do this again. Cat. You place the plate of wet cat food on the tilted kitchen floor and retreat to bed as she begins to devour it. You fall asleep easily in the nest of your thick duvet, your fluffy feathered pillow. Nothing will keep you from having your perfect day off tomorrow. Especially not the replay boys. You wake up, sunlight steaming in through your bedroom windows. Your bed is warm and comfortable, and you hear the chirp of birds in the little garden outside. Cat. Cronut makes a little noise in her throat as you stir. You extend your arm forward and pet her. Cat. Good girl. You roll out of bed and head to the kitchen. It's your day off, so indulging in a nice breakfast will be a good way to start. You would normally feed Krona at this time, but she already got fed earlier. You aren't about to fall for her hopeful Murs trying to trick you into feeding her a second time. You decide to make breakfast for yourself. Make a loaded bagel, make bacon and eggs, make a plate of waffles. I mean, we said we wanted waffles, so we'll make waffles. It's your day off, and you're feeling fancy, so you decide to make waffles. You heat up the waffle iron and make a batch of batter. Soon, your kitchen is filled with a sweet waffle smell. You eat your warm, filling breakfast with the sun steaming in through the kitchen window. You resist the urge to look at your phone and eat at the blissfully slow pace. You don't have anywhere you need to be. No deadlines, no bosses. It's just you and Cronut. You finish up your breakfast and set the kettle to boil while you wash up. Which tea will you make? Matcha latte, mint tea, English breakfast. Ooh, I had a matcha latte earlier, so we'll go with the matcha latte. Since you had an indulgent breakfast, you decide to continue that trend and make yourself a homemade matcha latte. Your friend had gifted you some matcha for Christmas, which was still very fresh in its airtight container. You carefully scoop a bit of bright green powder into a bowl of hot water and swish it around until the mixture is rich, dark, and creamy. You pour the matcha into your favorite mug before adding a splash of milk to mellow the bitterness into something slightly sweet. It is delicious on the first sip, and more delicious on the second. Tea in your hand, you wandered over to your living room. Krona has made herself comfortable on the couch, like a crescent-shaped buttered croissant. Ooh, croissant. She gives you a toothy yawn that would probably smell a lot like fish if you got too close. Disgusting. There's been more text bubbles about the matcha latte than the replay boys. Luckily, you're standing by the media cabinet, well out of range. Which morning activity will you choose? Listen to music, play a video game or read a novel? Well, we are technically playing a video game, which is also a novel. Therefore, we will read a novel in the video game. There was a murder mystery novel you were still getting through, so you flopped down next to Krona on the couch and flipped to your bookmark. Read Apothecary. That's probably what we are reading. I mean, murder mystery? That sounds about right. The pace of the story picks up like a whirlwind. You quickly find yourself fully immersed in a tantalizing whodunit, your mind all alight with vivid scenes that were painted out in the story. Cronut curls up on your lap, and you give her pets while turning the pages. Cronut interrupts your activities with a meow. Cat. Do you want to play? Cat. You find her fishing rod toy and play with her on the couch. Aw, that's cute. Cronut lunges and dives for the toy, her big eyes open wide as she tracks the feather's movements. Her butt wiggles before she lunges, and she rolls around with the feather before you yank it away. Are you having fun? You play for a long time until the sun begins to cast shadows across your living room. Cronut is tired, flopping around on the floor instead of chasing around the feather. Yeah, me too. It's been a while since you last spent this much time with her. Maybe you've been working too much. It's peaceful. At least until Cronut starts to yowl for her dinner. You can tell that she's hungry because she's got an extra vowel in her cries. I know. You'll get dinner. You wash your hands and tie an apron around your waist before getting started on cooking dinner. Fish for you with a side of roasted vegetables and a slice of a baguette. And a bit of fish for Cronut as well, as a treat. While you're waiting for the fish to bake, you wipe your hands on your apron and check your messages on your phone. You had been enjoying your day off so much that you didn't even realize you had several missed calls. Ah, shit. They're all from Anton, your boss. You let your voicemails play as you cook. Hannah, it's Anton. You need to get to the arena today. It's urgent. Hannah, Anton again, pick up the phone. I'll pay you a bonus. You just need to get to the arena. You can hear sirens wailing in the background, growing in volume as Anton shrieked into the receiver. Hannah, pick up the phone. Hannah. Bruh. Jesus Christ. You pick up your phone and dial your boss. It rings many times before going to voicemail. Cat. I'm sure it's fine. After you and Cronut eat dinner, you sit down on the couch. You were originally going to watch a movie, but decided to watch the news instead. You turn on the TV and immediately comes across a live broadcast. We are live downtown where a concert featuring the pop band The Replay Boys is being held. Emergency vehicles are on the scene after several calls from the arena indicated a medical emergency is taking place. However, right now we have no other details regarding the number of people involved or the severity of their injuries. We will be updating you as the situation unfolds. A medical emergency? The channel cuts back to the newsroom, and the segment ends. You call your boss again, but don't get an answer. You call Maggie. No answer from her either. What a coincidence, a disaster like this happened when they all got themselves sick from bad food. You stay up to follow the news, but there don't seem to be any recent developments. A sudden lack of news updates could be the result of the stadium or record company interfering with public reports, but that doesn't seem right to you. Sovereign Records isn't a big company. They don't have enough power to do something like that. Neither Maggie nor Anton end up calling you back. You decide to go to bed. You curl up in bed and Cronut joins you next to your pillow. You go on your phone for a bit, anxiously reading news updates until your eyes start to droop. You let yourself fall into a deep sleep, Cronut purring on the pillow next to you. Oh. Got an achievement. Cat Girl. Spent some quality time with Cronut. What the heck? Oh. What happened? What the heck? So, it just started all over? How to jump to up run red. Bruh. So, after one ending, we get another. Hold on. I want to view history. Wait a minute. Load game. What happens if we don't pet Cronut? Did the band cast and performers die? Who knows? But I guess it's one of those, like, you know, you have to unlock different endings, I guess, to see which one. What is it? To see what happens? But yeah, let's see what happens if we do not pet Cronut. You resist the urge to pet Cronut. She jumps onto your lap instead, all 10 pounds of her body landing directly on the softest point of your legs. You wince and gently put her down on the floor. Cronut curls up around the back of your chair and lets up a yowl. You're thinking she's telling you to go to bed. You pick up Cronut and fell into your tiny IKEA desk. Okay, so we've already read this. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I guess at this point we hit that we wait, what? No, hold on, that can't be right. We'll load. So, Maggie, please. Alright, guess we'll help the replay boys this time. Okay, I can help. Yep, okay, we said yes now. Oh my god, thank you so much. You let out an enormous sigh and flop back onto your pillow. Your phone starts ringing almost immediately. Was it Maggie? When you pick up your phone, you see it's Anton calling. Anton is your boss and the CEO of Sovereign Records. He was the one that hired you into your position as a video editor. You haven't had many conversations with Anton since he hired you a few weeks ago. Normally, you interact via email. You reluctantly accept the call. Hello? Hannah, Maggie said that you could take over management duties today. Homie looks tired. He sounds out of breath, likely another victim of food poisoning then. Yeah, I can help out. Great. Okay, Hannah. There are going to be a lot of things I need you to do, okay? A list of things. A long list. Uh-huh. It's very important that you don't miss anything. I'll do my best. I'm going to send you an invite to our shared folder. It's going to have the band's addresses and phone numbers. No sharing, that stays private. I signed an NDA when I got hired. Right, yes, well, can't be too careful. The sentence is slightly marred as your boss coughs loudly into the receiver. Was it good tapas at least? Text me if you need me. He hangs up, and you are once again left in silence. He could have at least answered the question. Summoning all the energy you have, you rolled out of bed and started getting ready for your day. You're eating breakfast when Anton sends you the email invite. It's a densely packed folder containing a concert itinerary, schedule, and contact information. You end up using the search bar to find what you actually need. You open up the schedule and start there. 8 a.m., pick up the replay boys. 9 a.m., deliver boys to the arena. There are more scheduled events listed below, like lunch, soundcheck, hair and makeup times, and the concert. There is only an hour allotted to pick them up. You glance over their addresses while your cat screams at you for her breakfast. You only have enough time to make one trip, and you won't be able to transport 4 men on your motorbike either. After thinking about it for a minute, you decide to call your mom for help. Hey Mom, can I borrow the minivan? Your mother is very understanding about your situation, and you get full reign of the family's 2002 minivan for the entire day. You haven't driven it since you were 17, and you clip the curb while carefully navigating the coffee shop drive-thru. If anything is going to get you through your day, it's going to be coffee. As you wait for your drink to be made, you open up the shared folder and scroll through the itinerary. You guess that you'll pick up Jax first since he lives closest to your mom. You read the company profile while you wait. Jax Castillo, age 20. Verbal password is Sriracha. Say this word so he knows you're not trying to kidnap him. Examine his clothing before you let him out of the building, and ensure he is not wearing anything with swear words or offensive language. When you have your drink, you carefully maneuver out of the drive-thru, slightly knocking over a topiary with your mirror in the progress. Bruh, we're the bad driver. Why did Jack's profile have a warning on it? You take a long sip of your coffee before punching Jack's address into your navigator app. Let's get this over with. After spending hours editing videos for the Replay Boys, you are well aware that Jax is the most popular member. His solo videos always garnered the most hits. His on-screen appearances were always the peak of replays. He also had the most spin-off material, ranging from collaborations with bands to songs with other musicians. Out of everyone in the Replay Boys, Jax was the closest to becoming a household name. His profile picture spoke for itself. Jax looks famous. He was strikingly handsome in a relaxed way, like he knew there was no competition at the top. The looks and charm of a center, a real frontman type. Jax lives in a state-of-the-art, high-profile skyscraper, which is about as ostentatious as you could expect from a young celebrity. You ring the buzzer once, then twice. The intercom picks up. Who the hell are you? Well, that is certainly a hello. It's Hannah Reed. I work with Sovereign Records. I'm here to pick you up for your concert today. Where's Mags? Your entire management team got food poisoning. Did you get the email? I was sleeping. Look, we're on a schedule. I need you to get to the arena. I'm really convinced. What's the password? Alright, that thing. Sriracha. Look into the camera. You squint into the camera and then wave. Can you please come downstairs? I only have an hour to pick up the rest of your band members. You can drive? You look like you're 12 years old. Damn, dude. Excuse me. Yes, now get down here or we're going to be late. Ugh. I'll be right down. You sit on a couch in the lobby and wait with your thoughts. You're not sure what to make of Jax. He sounded unexpectedly rude on the intercom, but you didn't want to judge his behavior too quickly. He might not be a morning person. You aren't a morning person either, though. After 25 minutes of waiting, Jax finally appears. You stand up as soon as you notice him, but that doesn't do anything to make up for the height difference. Jax looms over you. Damn, we short. So you're taking over for Mags, huh? Damn, you're shorter than you look. It takes every ounce of energy you have to ignore him. Instead, you point at his shirt. What does that say? What does what say? His shirt has some kind of writing splashed across the front. It looks like it's written in another language. What does your shirt say? Hell if I know, it's a luxury brand. Can we go? Tell Jax to change, ignore the shirt. Alright, hold on. We'll save right here. Well, I guess we'll save at the number 1 slot now. Did that actually save? Okay, it did. Tell Jax to change, ignore the shirt. If it's a luxury brand, then I guess we'll ignore the shirt. You only have a short time to pick up the rest of the group, so this one will have to slide. Besides, if it's a big brand, it's probably fine. You have more significant things to worry about anyway. Alright, follow me. You head out to the parking lot. The sun is already high in the sky, its oppressive brightness making you squint. Jax doesn't question where you're heading until the minivan is directly in front of the both of you. What is that? It's our ride. Jax lets out a bark of a laugh. You've got to be kidding me. I wish I was, bucko. Get in. You pile into the van with Jax Castillo, front man and center of the Replay Boys, whose 15,000 girls were about to tear down the city to see. He sits shotgun in his questionable shirt, pulls out his phone, sticks his tongue out, and takes an upward angle selfie. Put on your seatbelt. He just looks at you with a cocked eyebrow and a cockier smirk. You turn the key in the ignition and begin to drive. I haven't driven this thing since I was 17, so the chances of you dying in a minivan are not 0%. When you pull onto the road, you hear the buckle snap into place and feel a pulse of satisfaction. Alright, who is next on this list? Nico? Caleb? Jack lets out a groan. Tyler it is then. Tyler's official position with the Replay Boys is group leader. At least that's what you understood from watching the videos you edited. You pull up his address and enter it into your navigator app. Tyler Byrne, age 20. Verbal password is apricot. He doesn't have a warning unlike Jax. You must have shot Jax a look because he frowns at you. What? Nothing. You put the van in gear and drive. The way to Tyler's is clear of traffic and you end up making good time. You pull up in front of Tyler's modest-looking apartment complex, park on the street, and turn to Jax. Stay in the van. Who says I'm going anywhere? I mean it. Stay. You leave the van before he can argue with you. You buzz for Tyler at the front door. Hello? Tyler, this is Hannah with Sovereign Records. I'm here to pick you up for the concert today. Huh? Where's Maggie? She's sick. Didn't you get the email? No. What time is it? It's 9 a.m. Oh fuck, it's morning. I'll be right down. Oh, they cuss in this. Okay. Were these guys okay? Based on their videos, Tyler appeared more reliable and dependable than the other members. You didn't expect him to have slept in on the day of their concert. While you wait for him, you notice a girl loitering nearby. She is staring at her phone, but occasionally lifts her head to look at the door. Huh. Tyler ducks through the front door a few minutes later. Compared to Jax, Tyler looks mortal. Like someone you might have gone to school with. He had bad posture, glaringly bright ginger hair, and massive blue bags under his eyes. He almost walks right past you. Tyler. Oh. You're picking me up? Yeah, it's me. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was working on a track and I think I passed out. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the girl approaching. Hello, are you Tyler from the Replay Boys? You give Tyler a good look. Your trained, blemish-spotting eye catches all the details that you have digitally obliterated with the airbrush. He has a 5 o'clock shadow, 2 pimples on his chin, and dry drool on his face. Absolute boy band material. I love the Replay Boys so much. Can I take a picture with you? I have to ask my manager. He turns to you as if you can't hear every word he is saying. We have time, don't we? We'll save right here as well. No photos. Go ahead and take a photo. No photos. No photos. You grab Tyler by his upper arm and steer him toward the van. He doesn't seem keen to come with you, though. What? Why not? She's just a fan. What if she tells her friend she got your photo after waiting for you to leave your house? Then you would have a crowd of people waiting on your doorstep at all times. Do you want that? I know you're not used to fame, but your security is more important than keeping fans happy. You pull the van door open with a flourish. Now get in the van. Tyler scrambles into the van and settles down in the back seat. Jackson and Tyler stay silent for a long time while you drive. Finally, Tyler clears his throat. Do you have the lyrics? For Cali Sundown? No. No, you said you would have them, Jax. I think I forgot them at home. They're done, though. I wanted to work on them today. We're going to be wasting so much time before the concert starts. It's a good time to get work done. You can find some other way to pass the time. They fall into silence again. This time, Jax speaks up. Did you get her number? The fan? No. Easy opportunity missed there. God, you're obnoxious. Obnoxious? For loving our fans? Making their dreams come true? Endangering the group? Hey, I'm nice to them. You're nice to too many of them. It's a miracle they haven't collected their experiences into a published tell-all at this point. Are these guys really the Replay Boys? Oh, Tyler, is that jealousy I hear? Just because you get no bitches doesn't mean you can't learn how to improve your sad little life. Jeez, dude. I'm going to kill you. You keep saying that, but you never follow through. Where's the passion? The argument is escalating faster than you could have ever expected. Okay, ignore them or yell at them. So we're gonna save again. Do we... Oh, it's that kind of story. Yeah, I guess it is. Do we ignore them or yell at them? I mean, technically they're all adults. Oh wait, yeah, they're both 20 at least. So, we'll ignore them. Whatever is going on between these two, you decide that you want no part of it. Behind you, the row escalates. Jax is swearing loudly, and Tyler is unbuckling his seatbelt, presumably to lunge at Jax and throw him out onto the highway. Oh, damn. You turn the music up louder. Since you started working for Sovereign Records, you have edited hundreds of hours of Replay Boys content. They never fought, never swore, never mentioned dating or sex. They all seem very innocent despite being young adults. Even though you realistically knew it was an act, there is a part of you still reeling from the idea that these 20-year-old guys actually acted like 20-year-old guys. Your navigator app interrupts your thoughts as it directs you towards Nico's address. Nicholas Lascaris is the main vocalist of the Replay Boys. He was known for being cute and quiet, which was a hit with the more imaginative fans. His profile didn't contain any warnings, just a password. Crunchwrap Supreme? When you park the van, you turn to Tyler and Jax in the back seat. No fighting in my van. Are you going? I mean it. I won't fight if he doesn't start shit. Oh, is that an invitation? Knock it off. Don't fight. You slam the van door shut and run across the street to Nico's building. When you arrive at his door, you knock. There is no response. Nico? It's Hannah from Sovereign Records. I'm here to bring you to the arena for your concert. Honestly, if you manage to make it to the arena before nightfall, it will be a miracle. There is no response to your knocking, or your yelling. You hear the shrill noises of heavy metal music pounding behind the door. Nico is likely deaf to the world, and possibly also deaf. When the song ends, you pound your fists against the wood as hard as you possibly can. I'm Hannah from Sovereign Records. I'm here to pick you up for the concert. You wait in front of the door in a suspended silence until it cracks open. A teenager with wild brown hair and dark eyes glares at you over the security chain. Where is Maggie? She has food poisoning. Crunchwrap Supreme. You got the email, right? Nico grunts something and unchains the door. He emerges, hauling a massive backpack over one shoulder and smelling vaguely of sulfur. Let's go, yeah? Yeah. When you arrive at your van, Nico stopped dead in his tracks. Wait, this is it? Yeah, get in. Nico swings open the door and clambers into the van besides Tyler. Jax ignores him. Tyler looks up from his phone. Hey. Hey. You just shake your head and adjust your mirror. One more left. Unlike the other members, Caleb still lives with his family. You get the directions and navigate through traffic. The van cruises along in relative silence. Eventually, you arrive at a detached house with a front yard full of greenery. Wait here. What if I stole the van? And how would you do that? Steal your keys, duh. Jax, shut up. Just go get Caleb, Hannah. You shut the van door and head up to the path in the house. Caleb was the newest member of the Replay Boys, and he looked the part. He had a youthful energy in videos, and his blue hair made him stand out from the other members. His profile was also the only one that didn't contain a password. Weird. You're about to knock on the front door when it flies open. An older woman is staring you down. Who are you? I'm Hannah with Sovereign Records. Maggie is sick today, so I'm here to pick Caleb up and bring him to the arena. You're here to pick up my son. I know it sounds strange, but all the employees came down with food poisoning. Who hired you? Why did you never apply for a background check? It's okay, Mom. Tyler texts me that they're here. Caleb pushes past his mother and me too on the stoop. He is much smaller than the other boys and has a shock of blue-dyed hair. He also has a small spot of acne on his chin that you had spent last night airbrushing from Digital Existence. Don't leave. I'm contacting Anton. I don't trust you. Why haven't you submit a background check? Why have you never entered the office? I just work from home. I edit videos and stuff. So you have no problem with letting me perform a background check on you myself, correct? You look at Caleb, who is standing there awkwardly. His mother stares at you expectantly. We'll save right here as well. Listen to Caleb's mom. Do not listen to Caleb's mom. Fine, if it's the only way for her to let her son go. Sure. I have the paperwork in my office. Come with me. You turn around and awkwardly follow Mrs. Lee into her large beach house. Don't touch anything. I have security cameras. Okay. You end up in an office with a massive slab of an oak desk in the middle of the room. Shelves line the wall, filled with an odd array of books. At one end of the room is a very large portrait of the pop star Silverne Smith. Mrs. Lee, meanwhile, is whipping a document in your direction. This is a consent form, so I can run a criminal background check on you. Here's a pen. Sign here. You hunch over the desk awkwardly as you sign the document. It's signed. Okay, you can leave. You awkwardly back out of the office and make your way to the front door. Caleb is waiting for you outside. Sorry about that. You offer him a weak smile. It's fine. Come on, let's go. As you leave Caleb's house, you let him walk in front of you. His hair is long and blue and tucked daintily behind his ears. It is slightly uneven in the back though, like someone cut a chunk out of it. Probably the result of some strange promotional photo shoot. Or maybe he has a way of styling it so it would look cool on stage. You aren't about to question pop star hairstyle choices. The drive from Caleb's house to the arena is dense with traffic, but mercifully short. You arrived at the arena only an hour behind schedule. Oof. As you approach the arena, you realize there is no guidance in the shared folder about where you should park. Do you guys know where the performer parking is? Why are you asking us? They dropped us off at the front door the last time we came here. I think there is an underground parking around the corner. You turn the corner and see that he's right. You gingerly turn into the parking lot and are immediately stopped by the gate. A security guard leans out of his booth and peers into the minivan. Can I help you? Yeah, I'm transporting the replay boys to the arena today. Can you let us in? The security guard squints at them. Do you have any clearance? Clearance? Of course you don't have a clearance. You have emails. I have an email. You spend a minute frantically scrolling through the folder, trying to find something that sounds like security clearance for the arena. Besides you, Jax lets out a grunt. Look, just look us up online. Jack leans across you, thrusting his phone toward the security guard's face. See that? That's me, on the red carpet. Let us in. The security guard ignores Jax and looks at you instead. They're kids. Just let us in, please. Call your boss. I don't care. The security guard turns on his walkie-talkie, eyes narrowed with suspicion, and presses a button. I got a vehicle attempting to enter the car park, says they're transporting tonight's headliners. Can they... Oh, they are the headliners? Whatever you say, boss. He then turns back to you. Yeah, come on in. Oh, okay. The security guard waves you into the underground parking. You carefully back the van into a vacant spot and cut the engine. The drive has not been a relaxing one. Okay, kids, out of the van. Woo, we made it. Thanks for driving us. Yeah. It's no problem. Jack is already way ahead, walking in runway strides across the parking lot thanks to his especially lanky legs. He stops at the elevator and spins around. There is a card reader. We need a card to use the elevator? Security passes, I guess. Then what is the security guard for? Your conversation is interrupted as a young man in a green tracksuit approaches you. Oh, you guys just got here? Hey, Lucas. Yeah, we had some issues. Everyone in management got food poisoning. Our website designer drove us. Yeah, that's me, the website designer. Hannah, this is Lucas. He's an event coordinator with the stadium. Very nice to meet you. I'm guessing you guys don't have your clearance passes, do you? The security barely let us in. Well, follow me. I'll get you guys set up. You follow Lucas into the elevator. It's a bit of a cramped fit. You find yourself pressed between the band members and the elevator walls. Everyone good? Yeah, let's go. The elevator rises. For a moment, it's cramped and dark before the elevator fills with unexpected light. The glass walls lets in sun as the elevator ascends into the atrium of the arena, rising through the highly decorated lobby. Whoa. Look, it's us. A massive multi-story poster of the Replay Boys is hanging from one of the atrium walls. They have a fierce, serious expression, glowing skin, and a perfectly styled hair. The Replay Boys inside the elevator are less idyllic. Who farted? It was probably Tyler. You wanna die, Castillo? Shut up, we're being filmed. You look down and see a small crowd of people watching the elevator rise up. Even from this height, you see the glint of their phones. Are the gates open yet? Might just be stadium employees. Smile and wave, everyone. Around you, the members wave. When the elevator stops and opens, you find yourself in a wide, carpeted hall. We should have the entire upper floor to ourselves. If you see anyone without a pass up here, you can let the stadium security know. Lucas heads everyone into a curtained-off space. This is the primary dressing room. You're a bit impressed. The dressing room is set up like a den, with couches, a television, and a fridge. Lucas's walkie-talkie blares static, and he turns to you. You guys can just hang out here until we need you. Soundcheck is in an hour, and after that we'll do hair and makeup. Gotcha. Jack flops onto a couch and pulls his toque over his eyes. Tyler sits down as far away from Jax as possible. Nico throws down his massive backpack, then starts rummaging through the mini fridge. Caleb, seemingly unaware of the extremely high dosage of negative energy in the room, starts riffling through a cabinet with several worn boxes inside. Oh, there are board games in here. That's nice. Do you guys want to play anything? Twister, Uno, Tic-Tac-Toe. How about you fuck off, Caleb? Jeez, Jax, what is your problem? Jax, don't be an asshole. I'll play Twister with you, Caleb. Oh yay! Nico, do you want to play? I'll pass. My ankle's still recovering. You're injured? Not badly. I just messed it up during practice, and I don't want to make it worse before the concert. Thanks to your weak ankles, we can't launch you at the ceiling anymore. Skill issue. You'll have weak ankles if you're not careful. And you need to work on your flirting. You need to really lean into the threats of violence if you want my heart to skip a beat, okay? God, I hate you. Anyway, can you be the spinner, Nico? Yeah, sure. Hannah, do you want to play? Why not? You sit on the couch as Caleb putters around, moving the coffee table and various bags out of the way before laying the mat down on the carpet. He toes off his shoes and then looks eagerly between you and Tyler. You need to take your shoes off for this or we'll mess up the mat. Oh, okay. You and Tyler stand in front of the twister mat in your socks. Nico flicks the spinner with his finger. Left foot red. We need to decide who's going first. We can't all stick our left foot on red. Are those the rules? We don't know the rules. I'm pretty sure those are the rules. Look, let's just go in order of age. Caleb, you go first. Okay. Caleb sticks his foot solidly on the mat. What's next? Tyler. Right hand blue. The game progresses, getting increasingly more awkward with every passing spin of the wheel. Eventually, you find yourself crab crawling on the mat, with Caleb's knee pressing onto your neck and Tyler's armpit in your face. Your brain supplies how you would edit this scene if you had to cut this for video content. You would probably speed the whole thing up and add cutesy music to disguise the amount of guttural groaning that was occurring around you. Ugh, my leg. Left foot green, Tyler. No, man. No way, man. You can do it. It's not meant to happen. My body is not meant to bend like this. It's not happening. I thought you were a dancer, Tyler. What happened to that flexibility? That's non-recreational flexibility. I get paid to be flexible. This is off-hours flexibility. Hannah's doing fine, and she has a desk job, and she's old. Damn. I'm 23, you. Your train of thought is broken when you hear Luca's voice. Yoo-hoo! Oh. Am I interrupting something? You swivel your head around like an owl. Lucas is peering through the curtains with a concerned look on his face. Is this a bad time? No. You quickly detangle yourself from the massive limbs and stand up shakingly. That's a forfeit. Yeah, I'm not in last place. Wait, were we competing for something? You ignore them. Can I talk to you for a sec? Yeah, sure. You glance around the dressing room. Nobody do anything stupid while I'm gone. Huh. Right hand blue. Caleb, you are dangerously close to stepping on my balls. What the frick? You leave them before you can change your mind. Oh, the unmistakable sound of Tyler screaming in pain echoes out of the dressing room shortly after. Homie got his balls stepped on. Not the huevos. Is everything okay in there? Yeah, don't mind them. We can find somewhere quieter to talk if you like. Oh, it's fine. I won't take up too much of your time. I just got off the radio with the audio team. It sounds like they're ready to move ahead with soundcheck. The members will need to get set up with mic packs, inner ears, and microphones before going on stage. It might take some time, so I think the audio team wants you to get a move on. Alright, yeah. I can get the members into the arena. Cool. I'll let them know you're coming. You make your way to the dressing room. When you pull back the curtain, every single member of the Replay Boys whips their head to look at you, like you were entering a wild animal enclosure. Jax and Tyler both breathing heavily, while poised as if they're about to brawl. What? You guys need to get ready for sound check now. Already? The members walk past you in silence. You have no idea what happened in the 10 minutes that you were gone, but you weren't about to ask either. The tense atmosphere continues while the members get ready for soundcheck. When they go on stage, the tension seems to hit a boiling point. We'll start from the middle of this set list if that's alright. Yeah, that's fine. One of the new songs we have is a cover of Forever With You by Sovereign Smith. We'll start with that one. Wait, what? A cover song? Since when did we do cover songs? Anton insisted. What? Anton insisted on what? That we shouldn't perform our own music? This was obviously a continuation of the argument you had interrupted earlier. Jax, knock it off. No, I'm not going to knock it off. I'm tired of this. Management is trying to make us into a whole new group that doesn't even perform our own songs at concerts. Is that what you signed up for, Tyler? Jax, calm down. Look, we need to resolve this at some point. We didn't get this far by singing in someone else's shadow. We can resolve it later, after the concert. What's wrong with you, Tyler? Aren't you always preaching authenticity? Why are you rolling over for Anton? We're performing in hours, you know. Do you really want to have this fight right now? We've been having this fight since Anton started sticking his fingers up all in our group. First, we get a new member to change our group's image into something palatable for teenagers, and now we're performing cover songs at our first arena tour? What happened to our integrity? Don't you talk to me about integrity. I stayed up until 4 in the morning trying to make our album deadline because you are always late with your lyrics. Didn't you promise you would have them by today? Where are they? I told you, I forgot them. Figures, do you even care about the group? You're complaining about singing cover songs when you can't even pull together the bare minimum for our deadlines? You don't have a right to complain about authenticity. And you're supposed to be our leader. And I'm not looking at a leader right now. You fucking... No, guys, don't. Tyler punches Jax in the face. God damn. Jax staggers back, clutching his cheek in Wide's eye. Jax. Well. When Jax draws his hand away from his face, the bright streak of blood covering his mouth and jaw stands out like a fire. There is no way that this isn't going to bruise. Immediately, Tyler seems to realize the gravity of his action. Jax, I'm sorry. Shut up. This is what you wanted, isn't it? Pff. Jax hops off the stage and storms out. Excuse me. Jax, wait. Oh. You scramble out of your seat and hurry after him. He's faster than you give him credit for. You rush past the doors and down the hallway until you catch him. You reach out to grab him by the arm. Are you okay? He looks at you with a sneer. Get off of me. Reluctantly, you let him go. Jax, we have to clean you up. For what? The concert? They could sing without me. Jax, please be reasonable, okay? He keeps walking down the hall as if he didn't hear you. You hurry after him. He's at the elevator door jabbing the button. I think this is something we can talk about. The elevator door opens and he steps through. I think we did plenty of talking already. He spins around on his heels and dangles something in front of your face. Car keys, bruh. Your car keys? You look down at your purse and see the zipper is wide open. Later, Hannah. With that, the elevator door snapped shut. You stand there in stunned silence for a whole 10 seconds before your brain kicks into high gear. You jab the elevator button frantically and wait. It takes 5 minutes until the elevator comes back to your level. You hop in impatiently. As you descend, you see that the crowd has gathered outside the massive windows. So many people are already here to see the Replay Boys perform. When the elevator door finally opens, you run to where the van was parked. To your surprise, you see that it's still there. Jax is in the driver's seat, his feet up on the dashboard, smoking a cigarette. You knock on the window. He ignores you. You can't smoke in my mom's van, Jax. You try the handle, and it's locked. Get out now. No. You walk around to the other side of the van in a desperate attempt to try the other door as well. To your surprise, the passenger door is unlocked and swings open. You pull yourself inside the van and crank the window down. Alright, look, I know you guys had a bad fight out there, but you can't do this now. You have a contract with Sovern, and unless you have a spare million or whatever, you can't just ditch this. Jax twists the keys in the ignition, and the van roars to life. Wait, why are you turning on the engine? Let's go on a trip, Hannah. Wait. Before you realize what's going on, he guns the engine, and you're out of the car park, screeching onto the road. Jax! Your van narrowly misses a gaggle of fans wearing bandanas with Jax's name on their heads. What the hell are you doing? Jack takes the corner on practically two wheels, lurching out into the main road right in the middle of downtown core. I thought the car park was too stuffy. Didn't you want to talk? He drives more, and the towers of downtown gradually got replaced by lower buildings. The skyline flattens out as you hit the highway. Before long, you start to see flashes of the ocean. Where are you taking me? Somewhere we can talk. We're going to miss the concert. Yep. He says it matter-of-factly, like this whole affair was inevitable. He drives for a while, until traffic begins to thin out. You end up at a beach. It's not a beach you've been to before, and it makes sense why. It's pretty far out of town. There isn't anyone else around. Jax parks the van and pockets your keys. Get out. Why? So we can enjoy the beach. You stare at him before throwing the door of the van open and jumping out. Your shoes hit sand. The air is briny and fresh. You inhale a lungful of it, and the tension building in your head pops like a soap bubble. You stand there in the sand and stare at Jax as he kicks his $800 shoes off and runs to the ocean. He doesn't go far. He makes it to his knees before turning right back, running out of the churning waves. Sand sticks to his feet in jeans and patches. He waves at you to join him. You find your feet taking you there first. You walk down to the beach and flop down on the white sand. Jax makes his way over to you and throws his dark leather jacket into the sand beside you. Don't look at me like that. You deserve every dirty look you get, Jax. You don't like me very much, do you? You just kidnapped me. Why would I like you? I mean, most girls wouldn't care if I kidnapped them. Oh, so because your fans would let you eat their eyeballs if you ask, that means any girl you encounter magically doesn't have boundaries? I mean, yeah, it kind of fucks with my head, you know? I'm not about to feel sorry for you. I'm not asking you to. Why did you bring me here, Jax? He looks at you a bit differently than he did before. Maybe it's respect. Maybe it's fear. You don't really care either way. Every day I feel like I'm 1 second away from blowing my brains out. I've been working night and day to make this band a thing. And I thought we were all doing the same thing with the same vision. At least before we sold out. You mean when Sovereign Records bought your old record company? You guys didn't have a choice in the matter. Not in the matter, no. But there has been stuff since then. So much stuff. Anton has a vision for the group, and instead of resisting the vision, everyone seems perfectly happy to accept it. First it was Caleb as a new member. He's just the owner's kid. He can't sing. Then it was our music. It began getting outsourced to the producers and started to sound super commercial. But I'm the only one who seems to have a problem with it. Tyler seems perfectly happy to put up with whatever shit Anton throws our way. It's bullshit. We put our heart and soul into this group, and now it's just generic commercial trash. That's why I'm going to leave the group and blow it up on the way out. You think that's a good idea? Leave the group and become a soloist while they implode? Ooh, we'll save right here. Ugh. Okay, do we think that's a bad idea? Or is that a good idea? Let's say that's a bad idea. I don't know, Jax. Most bands don't last forever. It's likely that the replay boys will eventually go their separate ways. You think I don't know that? I don't know what you know, Jax. But I do think it's less stressful to know that everything is temporary. You think I'm stressed? Is that a rhetorical question? Yes, I think you are. Yeah, think I need to relax? Probably. Well, you can help me with that. What? You feel a warm hand against your back as he picks you up easily off the sand and throws you over his shoulder. What the hell? Hey! You're lighter than you look. Put me down. Do you mean it? Or are you just embarrassed? Both. Put me down. He does eventually put you down in the passenger seat of your van. You flop back, staring up at the ceiling. For a second, he's over top of you. And you can see all of his details up close. Whoa there, bro. Damn, things just got spicy real quick. There's a little wrinkle between his eyebrows that looked like it was born from a frown. You stare at it for a second before a sheet of paper flutters out of his leather jacket and lands on your face. Oh? Jax picks it off you and unfolds it in his hands. That's where I put the lyrics. Is that why Tyler was mad? Yeah, guess I had them on me after all. But whatever. He tosses the paper aside and turns back to you. He kind of looks like he wants to eat you. What the heck? You're going emo? Okay. Have a good night. Take care. See you next time. Why does, we just met this guy. First day, and he's already trying to do shit. What the heck? What? You're single, aren't you, Hannah? Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Hold on. We need to save. We are not doing this. Nope. You push yourself up and his eyes go bright. No to what? No to whatever this is. Oh? Am I not your type? This interferes with my work. You're a womanizer, Jax. This interferes with my work. I mean, it's both options. This interferes with my work. I'm your manager, Jax. Yeah, so I'm responsible for you. Doesn't that make it hot? It makes it I could lose my job, you asshole. I would take care of you. You don't think he's being earnest. He's done nothing to make you believe he would ever stick his neck out for you. You know he just wants you because you're unattainable. He plants a hand down next to your head. Give it some thought, Hannah. I would make it good for you. Keep dreaming. Well, why not then? Keep dreaming. I'm not going to risk my mental health to get into a relationship with you. Well, it doesn't have to be a relationship. I'm not going to have a one-night stand with you either. I've seen your track record with women. I'm not going to be part of that. You're an asshole, Jax. Huh, I guess I am. He lingers over you a second longer. His eyes flicker to your mouth, pressed into a firm line before he pulls back. I guess I should do something about that, shouldn't I? Jax steps back and then walks around the driver's side of the van. Buckle up. Where are you taking me? You'll see. I'm not exactly fond of surprises, you know. It's a good surprise. Huh. After everything you put me through today, it better be good. I like you, Hannah. You're fun. Don't try and warm me up here. I'm not. Thanks for putting up with me. I know I can be a lot sometimes. The van revs to life. Jack pulls away from the beach, and then you're back on the highway, like nothing happened. According to the clock radio, the concert has just started. You don't want to know what kind of chaos is happening back at the stadium right now. When the elevator doors open to the stadium floor, the two of you head into an empty atrium. The concession stands are empty, the hall's deserted. You can hear the overwhelming thud of bass through the thick stadium walls. Jack seems slightly worried that you might try and slip away. He pulls you by the hand towards the staff area, blocked by two security guards. Passes, please. Jack slings his lanyard up high. The security guard leans in to squint at it. Shouldn't you be on stage? Yeah, I'm late. Well, don't let me stop you. You run with him through the carpeted halls. When you get to the backstage area, you begin to recognize the staff members. Jax? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm here. Do you have a mic handy? Someone thrusts a headset forward, and Jax feeds the cables to the back of his shirt. Do you need help with that? No, I'm good. I could do this in my sleep, honestly. He throws a costume jacket on top and flashes you a grin. See? You'll be able to go on the next song. The mic should still be calibrated. That's what I like to hear. Jax. What's up? He smiles down at you with an energy that you hadn't seen before. You wonder if you're seeing his carefree side. The side of Jax that wanted to start a band with Tyler and Nico. You wonder if Jax was like this before they were signed with Sovern. Before things became complicated. Standing here backstage, you can hear the rest of the replay boys singing their hits without him. Hey, Hannah. Yeah? You gave me a lot to think about. It was a bit like a thanks in his own way. You squint up at him, backlit by stage lights, and give him a smile. Go do your thing, pop star. He flashes you a cheeky grin. Oh, I will. Then he takes off, running up the stairs, two at a time, until he is on the stage. You manage to find a live feed backstage to watch the show. There is a roar of sound as Jax wanders onto the stage, the camera flicking to his face. He makes a cocky grin as he adjusts his headset, singing his part of as if he was there the whole time. The other members stare at Jax as he wanders over to fill the hole in their choreography. They finish the song, and the arena explodes. Boom. Hey everyone, sorry I'm late. He waves at the audience who shriek back. On the screen, you watch Tyler giving Jax a long, measured look. Nice of you to join us. Don't let him get off so easily. I think some groveling is in order. Jax looks out an exaggerated sigh and falls to his knees. I'm sorry, everyone. I'd be a better boyfriend next time. The crowd seemed to like that. The cacophony of cheers rises and Jax scrambles to his feet, fixing his bandmates with a grin. Well, let's continue then, shall we? The next song begins to play, and the band gets into their formation. You have seen many Replay Boy shows on the small screen, editing them down into clips for fans to watch. But watching them live is different. You watch awestruck as the show moves on at full throttle. Songs you recognize melted into songs you don't, with a raucous energy coursing through all of them. The set wraps up and the boys run off stage for a costume change. You go help them out. Nico and Drax are throwing on jackets while Tyler and Caleb are being apprehended by the makeup team. Where the fuck were you? Listen, not now, okay? There is never a good time with you. You head over to where Drax is. He shoots you a grin. Enjoying the concert, Hannah? Yeah, you guys are good. See, no harm done, right? Jack claps Nico's on the shoulder and gives you a wink before heading back up the stage stairs. Nico rolls his eyes before following him. Tyler and Caleb walk past you with a wave and a grin, and you give them a thumbs up. You find a monitor backstage to watch their performance. When the curtain rises, the song coming out of the speaker is different from the usual high-energy pop music. It sounds like an 80s ballad. The next song we have is actually a cover of a song by the late Sovereign Smith. Let's go. Caleb opens his mouth and begins to sing. You're pretty sure he's not using a backtrack. It isn't perfect, but you could see the straining in his throat as he hits the high notes. He keeps singing. The song is starting to sound endless. Like time is moving too fast, or too slow, or maybe just standing still. One of those options. You're not really sure which one. Your eyes are beginning to feel heavy. Your fingertips feel numb. The music keeps playing. Oh. We got an achievement. Taken for a ride. Completed chapter 1. Ooh. What is happening? Oh. Okay. So wait, that was chapter 1? What the heck? What happens if I jump to unread? It's late. Did you fall asleep at your desk again? Huh. Hold on. What? Okay. So I guess every time we restart, or when there's a section of the game that gets reset, something else happens. What could that be? Who frickin' knows? If I load up the game though, I want to know what happens if we do say yes to dating him though. Or should we just not? Huh. That's hard to say. Or at least, what do we say if we say that's a good idea? For him being a soloist, at least. That's a good idea. Yeah, it's an alright idea. I don't entirely agree with you, but it's not bad. You shouldn't stick with a creative team that makes you unhappy or unfulfilled. Yeah, you did work with these guys for ages, but you're still young. Your career is just starting. And you shouldn't sacrifice your own goals for others, or you'll just be left with regrets. Drax is silent for a while, staring at the ocean. So why don't you entirely agree with me? Because I think you should be attending the concert instead of just running away because they pissed you off. You still have some degree of responsibility to them, you know. Even if they stress you out. Okay, we've already had this conversation. And then now he's asking if we're single. You're single, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. His grin widened as he leans over you. You suddenly become hyper-aware of the seatbelt clip digging into your lower back. Every thought seems sluggish as Jax gets closer. The ocean waves sound loud in your ears. Well, how about it? Absolutely not. You know what? Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. so enthusiastic. You kiss him, just to shut him up. Huh. He is taken off guard for approximately 1 second. For 1 whole second, his lips are still against yours. His body is frozen, his breath still against your face. Homie is shocked. And then that second passes, and you can feel his smile as his teeth cut through his lips. A hand snakes around the back of your head, and wide fingers spread through the hair on your nape as he inhales and pulls you into him. In a single moment, you feel as if your breath has been pulled from your chest. He opens his lips against yours, and the flat of his tongue pressed against yours in a wave that flows through you like salt water. What the heck? When you pull away from him, the air between you is wet and heavy. His eyes are low when he stares at you. You look up at him, feeling a strange mix of annoyed and flushed, like you wanted to be the one to knock that smile off his face, but you just gave in. You're frowning. Be quiet. Are you saying I need to kiss you more? You're too cocky. Haven't I earned the right to be? Not with me, you haven't. I'm not taking a million girls' opinions into consideration here. This isn't a cumulative exam. I'm the only one who you need to impress. And I'm not impressed. You know it's sassy, but it's the truth as well. Jack seems to be a bit taken aback by your words. He leans back slightly, his eyes freaking you up and down, his expression utterly unreadable. Then he leans in closer, his lips brushing against the shell of your ear. I like you, Hannah. You swallow. I like you a lot. Okay, I'm impressed. Try harder. Try harder, Casanova. Jack's expression goes dark. Oh, I can do that. He kisses you like he has something he needs to prove. He was so easy to rile up. It makes you smile against his mouth. You tilt your chin up to him, breathing him languidly. The waves crash against the shore. By the time you get back to the stadium, it's well past sundown. You don't feel worried, strangely. Maybe it's the serotonin that seems to have settled in your brain when you were making out with Jax by the ocean. Living in the moment has some kind of appeal. Jax parks the van in the stadium underground parking and turns to you. I was going to go up there and see if I can make a song or two. Sounds good to me. Are you coming? Honestly, I'm probably going to be fired after all this. Who is going to fire you? You're the only manager here. Come on. I'll sing a song for you and everything. A song? To the person who I made out with by the beach. He uses his phone as a pretend mic and points at you like you were one girl among 15,000. This one's for you. Your fans would kill me. Huh, yeah, probably. Come on, let's go. When the elevator door opens on the stadium floor, the two of you head into the empty auditorium. Okay, we already got this. And someone thrusts a headset forward and Jack swings it over his shoulder. Hey, can you give me a hand? Me? Yeah, you. You're good with your hands, right? You ignore him and help him feed the mic pack cables down the back of his shirt. He throws a costume jacket on top of it. Okay, so we can skip this part. Jax leans in and his lips brush against your ear. Keep your eyes on me, alright? I can put on quite a show. He was really too good at this. Fine. Impress me. Jack gives you a little kiss on the cheek. Then he takes off running up the stairs 2 at a time until he's on stage. And then we woke up again. What the heck? Okay, so... Huh. Okay, so that one's a new one. Damn, bro. Whoops, wrong thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna really have to try to figure out how this game works, but we'll see. Anyways, that is gonna be it for today's stream. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. Take care, have a good one, and see you next time. Goodbye.